Hello everybody, this is Ariel. I'm back. So we're going to continue with the discussion about the basic computer concepts. So now we are going to discuss the computer software. Programming software, driver software, the freeware, shareware, open and closed source software, and the utility software. Now let us identify one by one with the first application, the application software. So basically, the application software, these are the software that we use normally, like the productivity application, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We also have the Google services, like the Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Gmail, Google Drive, and so on and so forth. So essentially, this kind of application are the application that we are using most frequently. Now, for the system software, these are the application that we need in order for us to, or in order for the computer to run. For example, the operating system. So we have the different types of the operating system for our computer, such as the Windows XP, the traditional operating system. Windows 7 as well is no longer existent. And of course, the Windows 10, and the latest one is the Windows 11. Also, we consider the iOS for the Apple devices. We have the Android, the Linux, and many more. So those are the different types of system software. Now, for the firmware, these are the built-in software in our computer. We use this in order for us to manage the computer, such as the settings, the configuration, and many more. Now, for the computer desktop, we use the BIOS setup to configure the computer. So those are the different types of firmware. Now, for the Android device, these are the application software that we use in order to configure the computer, such as the settings, the display, and many more. Now, for the programming software, these are the software that we use in order for us to create a website or create a gaming software, an application, and many more. So we have the CSS or cascading style sheets, the HTML or hypertext markup language. We have the Java. We also have the SQL and Oracle. So those are the different software that we can actually use in order for us to create a software or even to design a website. Now, for the driver software, this software is very much essential, specifically if we're going to install a device or an external device to our computer or even to our phones. So as we normally check, if we are installing a different device that's new, then it will automatically detect the driver in order for us to use that. And also, the driver software also used to update our existing um, software installed on your device, so you can use that smoothly without any problem or issues. Now, for the freeware, these are the software that we can use initially without paying anything, and you can also have 30 days free trial to enjoy the services, but after that you have to pay for the license. So those are the software that we can actually use or that we can consider as a freeware. For example, the antivirus, the Windows, the Office, browsers, and many more. Now we also have the closed source and open source. The difference between the two, when you say closed source, these are the software that is copyrighted. meaning you're not allowed to use it without asking permission to the owner or the developer. Now, for the open source, you can definitely use that anytime without asking the permission from the developer. And for the closed source, only few individual can actually access or manage it. Unlike the open source, everybody can access. Most of the users can do it as long as you have a knowledge in developing a software. That is for the closed source and open source. Utility software, however, are the software that we use in order for us to have a security on our device, like the antivirus software, such as Kaspersky, AVG, Avira, Avast, ESET, F-Secure, and built-in antivirus for Windows 10, which is the security essentials or Windows Defender. So it is important that this software um, are actually licensed in order for us to use the full um, security or services of that software for the protection of our machine or the device that we are using.